Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we are going to solve this question which says, during menstruation or menstruation cycle of women, the shortest phase is option A menstrual phase, option B luteal phase, option C ovulatory phase, option D follicular phase. Now the question says during menstruation cycle of women, the shortest phase is. So first of all, what do you mean by menstruation cycle? Okay, so what is it? Okay, menstruation cycle is a reproductive cycle, which occurs in case of primates. Okay, in case of primates, and human beings are primates only, right? Okay, and this occurs in the female primates, right? Okay, even in gorilla, chimpanzee, they all belong to primates. So in all of them, menstruation cycle occurs. Now, menstruation cycle is divided into four phases. The first phase is called as menstrual phase. Menstrual phase. And this menstrual phase will last for 3 to 5 days. So depending upon the body condition, the hormonal level, menstrual phase will, it will go about 3 to 5 days. So what happens here? So this cycle, it is of course this menstrual phase is the, once the previous cycle gets finished, okay, that ends, and further next cycle will start with menstrual phase. Okay, so menstrual phase is considered as the first phase, but then it is once the previous last phase gets finished, then only it enters the menstrual phase. Okay, so during this time, what happens? The endometrial layer will be sloughed off. A lot of blood vessels will be uh, burst out, and a lot of blood will be leaked out through vaginal opening. Okay, so that is about menstrual phase. Now, so this happens in the absence of fertilization in the previous cycle. Okay, now the second phase is called as follicular phase. Follicular phase. So follicular phase, this lasts about 5 to 13 days. Okay, 5 to 13 days. On usually the 14th day, there is ovulation. Okay, so next, so follicular phase where the follicles are produced, the primary follicle will get converted to the secondary follicle. For the secondary follicle will get converted to Graafian follicle, that is tertiary follicle, then Graafian follicle. Then further, the Graafian follicle will release the release the ovum, and that is why the next phase is called as ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase. Okay, so during this time, what happens? The Graafian follicle will rupture and release the ovum, and the life of the ovum is about, it will stay for only 12 to 24 hours. So ovulatory phase is 12 to 24 hours only. Okay, and once the ovum is released, then option D, or you can say the stage D or the phase D, it is called as luteal phase. So how are these, how is this ovum released from the Graafian follicle? Once the Graafian follicle gets ruptured, it will form the corpus luteum. Okay, so luteal phase is nothing but the formation of corpus luteum. Okay, luteum, and this is formed by the rupturing. Like once the Graafian follicle gets ruptured, the remaining of the Graafian follicle, that is what forms corpus luteum. And this is very important because it produces progesterone, which is necessary for maintaining the pregnancy, if there is pregnancy. If there is no pregnancy, by the second trimester, or you can say that is like in case of pregnancy, by second trimester, corpus luteum will stop its function. But otherwise, what happens, like after a few days, of this cycle, that is menstrual cycle, if the egg is not fertilized, then further this will get converted into corpus albicans. Okay, then further next again the new phase will start. Okay, the ovum which was released and the endometrium which was formed. So progesterone is very important for bringing back the endometrium to its strength, like by building up the layers. Okay, so that is why corpus luteum is also very important. So now we saw that the shortest phase, as it's been asked in the question, that is nothing but the ovulatory phase, because it is just 12 to 24 hours. So option A says menstrual cycle, which is ruled out because it is about 3 to 5 days. Luteal phase, it is the last stage which happens, and this will also stay for few days, and hence it is ruled out. Option C says ovulatory phase. This is in hours, so this is the shortest phase. Option D says follicular phase, which is about 5 to 13. So that also ruled out. So the correct option is, that is ovulatory phase, which gives the shortest, no, that is the shortest phase. Okay. So let us conclude. The answer is option C. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you, everyone.